What's up guys, DJ Clem here, and in this video I'm going to be comparing the newly announced Presonus Atom controller with Native Instruments Maschine Mikro Mk3. So let's check it out. So last week Native Instruments announced a new Maschine Mikro, that's Mk3, in addition to about 8 other products and updates to some of their online platforms like sounds.com and the Looploft. And the reactions were very good actually. And a couple of days or a few days after, Presonus have announced the Atom pad controller. Now, if you recall, sometime last week or 2 weeks ago, Presonus teased that they were working on something, and there was a clip they shared on their Instagram page and I think on YouTube as well of MVP loops, looking at something. Obviously they didn't tell us what it was, but it's clear now that it was the Atom pad controller. So basically, obviously there are a lot of people who are considering buying, a pad controller and are thinking, do I go with the Maschine or do I go with the Atom? So basically that's what this video is about. I'm going to be comparing everything, price, performance, included software, what their grandma cooks for dinner. I'm just kidding. So yeah. So number one would be price. Now at $250, the Native Instruments Maschine Mikro Mk3 is the cheapest machine that Native Instruments have made. And it's kind of hard to beat that price for a pad controller of that quality and with that kind of software that comes with it. So I really don't think that Native Instruments could have gone lower than they did. That being said, Presonus have managed to make the Atom for $100 less, or sell the Atom for $100 less. Now obviously it doesn't have a screen, but on the surface they both have 16 RGB velocity and pressure sensitive pads, and they have buttons and they have endless encoders. So on the price, I think obviously Presonus takes this one. Second thing I want to talk about would be build quality and the actual features of the controllers. Now both companies are renowned for making really good hardware. Presonus makes audio interfaces and they're usually built like tanks, nothing plasticky about them. I would like to expect that would be the case with Atom, and even if it's not all metal, I still expect it to be built quite well. And the same thing goes for the Maschine Mikro Mk3. Native Instruments never really skimped on quality with their hardware controllers, and having used all previous versions of Maschine, I don't think that they are about to drop the ball with this one. So build quality, I think I'll call this one a tie. It looks pretty even. Next up is included software. Let's start with the Maschine. Now with Maschine Mikro Mk3, you're getting obviously Maschine software, which has a really good, decent library from Native Instruments, and you also get complete essentials, complete 12 essentials. Is it essentials or essential? And there's an upgrade path to complete and to complete ultimate and complete ultimate collector's edition, and so obviously Native Instruments has the edge here. And this is no disrespect to Presonus. Studio One Artist is a very capable DAW, albeit a stripped is putting it lightly, a stripped version of Studio One Professional. But I think with version 4, they introduced some really important features like pattern mode and the new drum editor. Yes, and you get these on Studio One Artist. Add to that the fact that you get 5 virtual instruments, you get Impact XT with the library. Yes, it's no battery, but it's something. And I don't know, I think they do well for themselves at that price. I couldn't possibly expect them to offer a lot more. But here's the tiebreaker for me. Maschine can work as a plugin. Maschine can support VSTs and audio units. Studio One artists cannot. And I think the $100 difference kind of makes it obvious why, but software that comes with it, I have to give it to Native Instruments. They win this round. Alright, so let's talk about integration. And by integration, I don't just mean the included software, because obviously I would expect the Atom to work seamlessly with Studio One, and I would expect Maschine to work seamlessly with the Maschine Mikro. But what if, I use Logic or GarageBand or Cubase or FL Studio? I actually use FL Studio. I mean, what's in it for that for me? And let's start with Native Instruments. Obviously, Maschine has been around long enough that a lot of software manufacturers have accommodated Maschine as a controller. So I'm guessing this will be no different with the Maschine Mikro Mk3. The catch, obviously, is Native Instruments has an added advantage because, your machine is going to natively control Complete and any plugin that comes as part of the Complete bundle. You can browse presets by tag. Your plugins automatically assign the 8 or the most common parameters to your encoders, and not just for Complete but for also all NKS powered plugins, and there are a lot of them now. You have plugins from Arturia and Softtube, and it's just a huge ecosystem that the Maschine is going to benefit from. So if you're getting a Maschine, you kind of get a lot of seamless control, not just over Complete but over all those plugins. Now, while I think that you will get seamless integration with Studio One, I'm skeptical about how far that integration is going to extend. I know that Presonus says that you'll be able to control Logic and GarageBand and Ableton Live, but I don't think that it's going to be on the same level of integration. I don't think that you'll be able to browse for presets from your Atom in Logic or GarageBand. Now, if it turns out that you can, that would be awesome, but I don't think it will be on the level that Native Instruments will be able to achieve with the NKS standard plugins. So I think that as far as integration goes, the Maschine is going to take this one. Finally, let's talk about, the not so obvious stuff like cool factor. They both have pressure sensitive and, velocity sensitive RGB pads. So I'm sure that you can have like a cool light show. The Maschine really looks hot in black with lit pads and the display. Yes, it might not be all that important, but if you're a producer and if you have a studio and you have clients coming in from time to time, you want them to be able to look at your gear and be impressed. The Atom is nice, but it's kind of small, I think. And I think that the Maschine just has more of a presence. I also imagine that the Atom is lighter. Hopefully that doesn't translate to it being more flimsy or less well built. So generally, I think that if you really want to get like a fully functional DAW and you're looking for the cheapest route or the easiest route into that, and you don't already own a Presonus interface, because that's the other way that you can get Studio One artist, I think that maybe the Atom might be for you. If you're more of a beat maker or producer and you want to get a rock solid platform and you want to get some really decent sound to add to your library, and a controller that seamlessly integrates with those sounds, I think that the Maschine is the way to go for you. Obviously, if you're constrained by budget, I can understand that. And the Atom is no slouch. Studio One Artist is decent. Unfortunately, you don't get VST support, so you can't use plugins. But there's lots of sample libraries now, and you can load loops and you can make do with what you have. So guys, these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the Atom is going to be, the little pad controller that could? Do you think that the Maschine is going to essentially dominate, the beat making and the finger drumming landscape for years to come? Or, do you just generally disagree with what I said? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I post a new video, and thanks for watching. Peace out.